Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? It is week 4 and it's Friday, so y'all know what time it is. Time for buys and tries. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well on this Friday, and you guys are staying healthy, staying well, and hopefully staying fit at the same time. Hit me up in those comments. Let me know how you guys are staying busy. I love the outpouring of support I've been getting from all the families within our community, our gymnastics community. So I really, really thank you for reaching out to me and all of us during this time. It means the world. I want to send a shout out to those folks I know have been staying busy. Alex, I hear you've been keeping it up really regularly. Colton and Slater, that's awesome. I also want to send a shout out to Joseph. I'm glad you were so inspired to stick with me through that live workout, man. That was awesome. Isaac, I hear you've been keeping up on the YouTube streams as well. Shout out to my level 4 boys, Benny, Dexter, Walter, Oliver, and Mateo. I hope you guys enjoyed our Zoom workout yesterday. Thank you for joining me. Seeing your smiling faces truly means the world. I also want to send another special shout out to Austin. Thank you for that really kind email, man. I hope you're tuning into these videos, and I hope you're out there beating those feet, getting some runs in, and still working your way towards that Iron Cross, man. You're getting so close, and I hope we don't have to hit that reset button on that process when we get back into the gym. But you know what? Even if we do, that's all right. We're gonna support you through that. We're gonna make sure you get that skill, man, because it's super rad, and you've been working really hard at it. You deserve it. Um, I'd also like to shout out any the girls teams that are tuning in. Thank you, especially in those early weeks. That was awesome hearing from you guys. I love bringing the team together, kind of presenting a unified front of gymnastics. So thank you for all that have been staying tuned in. Like I said, it is buys and tries. I'm gonna do a really brief workout today. Again, got a little crunch on time. It's so funny, everything's gone virtual, so it's like I spend so much more time in front of my computer now, answering emails and doing all this stuff virtually that would have been a little easier, a little faster in the office. So I'm gonna do my 20 push-ups, my 20 shrugs, do a little bit of core stuff. We'll see what I come up with today, and then I wanted to spend a minute or two just going through some a simple wrist exercise with everyone at home that really helps light up my forearms, so that way I'm ready to stabilize the weights while we're doing the bis and tris. And also, especially as I'm sure you gymnasts know, it's really important to make sure that we continue to strengthen our forearms because our wrists take a lot of weight, a lot of pressure through so many of the actions that we do inside of the gym. So we want to make sure that we have healthy muscles to support those. And then I'm sure for folks at home as well, carpal tunnel and all those kind of repetitive stress injuries we get from sitting in front of a computer, some strength in those areas and some mobility can really help. So without further ado, let's get to these push-ups and I'll walk us through some of that mobility as I'm wrapping up the push-ups. Hopefully this is a good view. All right, here we go. And let's bring those elbows in for these next 10. And 10 shrugs. Let's do our little rotisserie, 20 seconds on each side. Again, I don't have a clock in front of me, so I'm just going to do my best to estimate. If you guys would like a challenge here, feel free to lift that top leg. You guys will notice instantly my glutes start to light up in that process. 5. Ooh, that's a good challenge. Flip it over to the back. Try not to let your hips go down and touch the ground while we're doing this. Hopefully you can hear me. Again, try lifting one leg, switching sides for that little bit of extra burn. So about 8 more seconds. And bring it back around the side. Hopefully I'm still in the frame. Oh, I'm working my way out. about 20 right there. Excellent work, everyone. So the first wrist exercise I want to show you guys is it's all about creating tension by squeezing your muscles. Sorry, the shadows are a little hard over here. It's a beautiful sunny day out here. Shout out to the Japanese team. This is one of my favorite shirts they gave me. Super cool. I'm a big anime fan. If you guys are into anime, hit me up in those comments. Let me know what are some of your favorite shows. I know this. Why am I blanking? On our character here, he's been one of the classic Japanese anime characters throughout history. Hit me up in those comments. Make me feel bad because I can't think of the name right now. So, our forearm warm-up is all about creating tension. So when I talk about squeezing, I want you guys to really think about like you're trying to crush a rock in your hands and turn it into a diamond. Crush a lump of coal and turn it into a diamond. And I want you guys just like, okay, I'm contracting my muscles, my hand is closed. I want you actively squeezing those hands, okay? Maintaining that tension is going to be really important. Now again, we're going to be working the end range here, so what I'm going to do, I'll kind of show you at the side at first. First, I'm going to start by rolling my wrists up as high as I can and moving one joint at a time, slowly extending, keeping that tension at as high a rate as I can through this action, all the way out. It's actually a lot harder than you might think. I can feel the back of my hands cramping up. And let's do the same thing in reverse. Maintaining that tension in the forearms, in the hands. This one's super important as we go down. Tight, tight, tight squeeze. And come on back. Whew. Let's do that one more time, then I want to show you guys one more. And again, feel free to repeat this as many times as you like. I'd say at least 3 is a good number. I'm just cutting it down to 2, so I'm a little short on time at this moment. Whew. Man, I can already really start to feel the fatigue. And let's go down. Last one here. Slowly extending joint by joint. Shout out to Coach Bryn. Thank you for introducing this one to me. Chi, I'm not sure if this is yours. Shout out to Coach Chi as well. 2 fantastic coaches that I am lucky enough to be able to work with. Constant source of inspiration. Cool. So we got those. There was one more that I want to show you. And hopefully you guys will be able to see down here. Shout out to Rob Zada on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on all 4s. Okay. Now, what I want you to first find out is we're going to go pretty far back. So I'm sitting back on my heels. Let me show you guys to the side here. So I'm sitting pretty far back on my heels. My hands are in front of my shoulders. They're not directly under them. Okay. So we're going to start in that 4-point position. We're going to rock back to our heels. And then I want you to lift your hands up. Now, I don't have the most mobile wrists, and I'm sure it's hard to see given that it's the grass, but my fingers are off the ground. Now, I'm going to go as far forward as I can, maintaining those hands off the ground. Now, I want you to find the point where, okay, at that point, I just cannot keep them up. Okay, that's right about there for me. Okay, I want you to back off a few degrees, just enough so you can get your hands just barely off. And then I want you, with all your ability, all your might, I want you to lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll do that 2 more times. And lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On this last one, if you want to really increase the burn, think about as you start lifting your hands, leaning forward without letting your hands come any further down. Okay, that'll really increase the tension in those forearms. So let's give that a shot. And lift 5, 4. Start leaning those shoulders forward. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. It's so funny how just using our own body's natural resistance, our end ranges, can really help not only strengthen those end ranges, but just give me a surprisingly high load that I'm placing on those muscles. And really, it's just my own tension working against my body, which is great. Strengthening up those end ranges, super important for mobility, both now and as we begin to age and get older. Okay. So again, I'm going to be using my two 27 dumbbells. I got about, I think they're about 2.5 pounds each. Ankle weight strapped on just to give me a little bit of extra weight on there. So again, feel what works best for you. If I was a level 4 boy, I'd recommend like about a 7.5 weight. That would be really good to have in each hand. If you're an optional, an older gymnast, maybe those level 5, you older guys, I might steer you towards like a 10 or 15 in that range. Optional gymnasts, you know you guys are plenty buff. I'd say start around the 20, 25 range. Isaac, Joseph, Nathaniel, I'd recommend sticking between like a 15 and a 20, okay? We're going to do 4 sets of 10 to start off. And I've been noticing that I'm not getting the same soreness I do when I'm in the gym. Usually I can hit a little bit higher, or usually I use a bit higher weight in the gym. So I might up the numbers. I'm going to see how I feel after the first set, but I would strongly encourage all of you to really try and work yourself to failure. Sorry, I'm trying to find a shady spot for my phone because it's really warm and hot outside. I don't want it all melting on me. But I'd really encourage all of you guys to find the weight and the number that works for you. And I would really encourage you to stick on the lower rep, higher weight count on most of these exercises that you guys are tuning in with me on YouTube, okay? All right, so 4 sets of 10, that's going to be our rough number. I'll see how I feel after the first set, and I might up the number. We're going to do our traditional curls, okay, with the dumbbells, and then we're going to do my overhead tricep extension, okay, really focusing on trying to keep those elbows in, hands parallel. Those weights don't work the best for me, so I might have to kind of get into more of a hammer position, but really try and keep those elbows back and tricep squeezing, especially at the completion of the extension, okay? Enough talk. Let's get to it. First set of 10. Here we go. And let's bring them overhead. Okay, so I'm quickly realizing that those overhead tricep extensions, I've mentioned this in some of the previous videos, those don't do the best for me because I get a bit of a pinch in the back of my elbow right here. So instead of going up in reps, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down in rest, okay? So instead of having my normal about 1.5 minutes, I'm going to try and go for a minute and see if I can get a bit more of a burn that way. But again, let me know what you guys are doing at home. How are you guys finding your numbers, your sweet spot? We're at week 4, so hopefully at this point you've kind of gotten into a good rhythm, found what numbers, what sets work well for you in these actions. I'm going to try and vary up the workouts a little bit next week, but I'm pretty old school. I kind of like to just stick to those good old meat and potatoes, what I know that works. So we'll see if I can incorporate some different exercises throughout the week, so stay tuned for that. Okay. All right, that feels about good. I'm kind of loosely watching the clock here. I'm going to give my second set a go. Oh, look at that. 2 sets done already. Easy work, right? Easy work. I love that we're making some quick progress. I love Fridays. It's so fun to do these supersets. And the fact that we get so much done in a short time is awesome. get to go enjoy the rest of the day and just kind of celebrate life during these times. You don't have to spend a full hour in the gym to get a really good burn for bis and tris. So let me know in the comments. Hit me up, guys. Let me know what's your favorite workout. Is just joining coach your favorite workout? That's awesome too. But let me know what has really resonated with you in your body. Do you enjoy? I know you've been getting a lot of views on the workout club. That's really awesome. But I would love to see people joining in on those other days as well. So let me know what day has resonated best with you. And I might I'll try and remember, put a little Easter egg in this video as well. I didn't get any submissions last time, so I'll be on the lookout for those Easter eggs. All right, round 3? Yeah, round 3. Make sure to keep your core engaged here. It's really easy to start collapsing into the lower back. You know, as weird as that one is for my elbow, I do really like it because it really forces you to be aware of keeping those ribs in. And so by that I mean, instead of when I have my arms over top, I'm letting my ribs flare out. You can kind of see that right here. Really think of squeezing that core, maintaining that tight core as we're doing those overhead tricep extensions. Okay, we got 1 set left. Now it's a bright sunny day. Make sure you guys are out there drinking your water. I know after my run, I was like dehydrated for not only that day, but the next day. So that told me I should have been drinking a whole lot more water. So make sure you guys are staying hydrated through this. Some important things to keep in mind is it's really hard for the body to recover. And if we can't recover, we can't build strength. So unless you're giving your body the proper fuels, water, protein, carbohydrates, good healthy fats, it's going to be really hard for you to actually experience any of the benefits that you're really striving for during this. So make sure you guys are eating well and probably eating lots, especially reaching a lot of the younger members of our club. Eating well, eating lots, and staying really hydrated. Those older guys know I always love talking about those bright fruits and vegetables. So make sure you're eating those, really healthy greens and those bright fruits and vegetables. Keep your body healthy. All right, let's get into this last set. See if I can switch sides for you guys. All right, great job, everyone. We made it through our first superset of the day. We only got 2 more left. Easy work, right? Easy work. We got this. I'm going to hit stop on this video. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next.